Hey, welcome to Happy Saturday. This is Chris Spiker, and we have a show called Minding Your Business, Lancaster Chamber of Commerce. First guest, chamber member, Seffi Toneman. She's a broker associate over at Coldwell Banker Valley Realty.
Thank you for having me, Chris.
Well, thank you. Seffi, you are so busy.
Thankfully so. Yes, I'm not going to complain about it. Staying busy.
I've been in the office. You're over there at 10th Street and
In between L6 and L8 on 10th Street.
and you're always at your desk on your phone conducting business.
Trying to get deals done. Yes, we are.
Now, Toneman, that's kind of a Lancaster famous name.
It is. It is. I married into the Toneman family. I married one of the sons, and so it works out great too. He's a contractor. I'm a commercial broker, so keep it in the family.
What does a commercial real estate broker do?
Well, I'm licensed in the state of California as a real estate broker. There actually isn't a distinction between residential and commercial brokerage licenses. There should be. But what we do is we help buyers, we help sellers, we help tenants, we help landlords. If you're a building owner and you've got vacancy, we bring you to 100% occupancy, bring that income producing property to what it should be. If you're a business and you need a new storefront, we help you find it for lease. We help you buy buildings. So anything in the scope of commercial we do. We don't do residential transactions.
That is a lot more than just residential.
Yeah, it's everything but.
Yeah. So you're a consultant,
Essentially, yes.
and you have one-time customers, and you probably have customers or clients that you're working with all the time.
Absolutely. It's really exciting, especially for repeat business, when we get to help a client that maybe we help them open their first office or their first storefront, and then we get to open their second location, one in Palmdale, one in Lancaster, or we sell somebody a building and they come back to us years later. They've outgrown it. We sell them. We help them buy their next one. So there's a lot of one-off transactions, but there's a lot of repeat business too. And I'm hopeful that the longer I stay in the business, I get to enjoy that part of it too.
You talked to somebody recently. I was there, and you weren't able to help them at the time, but you left being friends.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, you just never know when those relationships are going to come back around, and certainly there's a long-term relationship that you're always trying to foster. So,
How do you coordinate with local governments? Because I think some of the local governments are kind of in the same business. They're trying to put people and companies into a space or find a space.
absolutely. So a big part of what we do when we're helping tenants or we're helping buyers and sellers is coordinating with the planning department. They're usually our first go-to. One of the most important things is that business person going to be able to get a license to operate under what they do in that space? And sometimes they have to turn you down. It's not the right fit. So there's a lot of coordination between the cities and a lot of conversation that has to take place with the client too. If I'm working with a daycare facility, I kind of have to become an expert in daycare facilities. And that means bringing in, the city. You might have to talk to traffic, or you might have to even talk to licensing at a state level. So there's a lot of interaction there.
You carry a lot of certificates, or you wear a lot of hats.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, you'll go from broker to therapist to ringmaster all in one transaction for sure.
So once again, who would your customer be?
If you're
Sorts
looking,
of customers?
Yeah, if you're a business owner and you need to lease a space or you need to buy a space, if you're a landlord and you need a tenant, we'll find them. We've seen the aging baby boomer generation impact our business a lot. A lot of our building sales have been retiring local business owners who are divesting their commercial assets, and we can help them too.
What a great opportunity. Things are for sale.
Absolutely, absolutely. And there's a lot of demand. The market's strong.
We want to put the word out. Things are for sale.
Yes, absolutely.
And you can help people find things.
Yes,
And you have some inventory on the shelf that you can show.
we sure do.
That's very good. Valley Realty, real estate, has been around a long time, for decades.
It has.
And so give us a little history.
Well, the present day company actually dates all the way back to 1957. So it's had a presence in the Antelope Valley for decades. Wayne Holloway was the founding broker when he started doing commercial deals, and his son Harvey Holloway, who's our current broker owner and my dear friend, he came in '77, and he joined the CBC Valley Realty franchise in '06. I got licensed not long after in 2010. I was actually a commercial loan underwriter, and I was underwriting a lot of Harvey's deals and other local commercial brokers. And I personally found myself drawn towards the brokerage side of those transactions. So in 2013, I left the bank and finance, and I went full-time into commercial brokerage with CBC Valley Realty.
So that gives you a little bit more time outside.
It does. I mean, that's why having our office there on 10th Street West and L6 is amazing. I'm right by the freeway, and I'm all around town multiple times every day. It's pretty cool.
You're right in the middle of the Antelope Valley, so you represent all corners of the valley.
Yes. Anything in the greater Antelope Valley and even a little beyond. We do deals down in Santa Clarita. We actually bring a lot of businesses looking for affordable real estate from Santa Clarita to the Antelope Valley. So our reach is pretty broad. And then through Coldwell Banker Commercial, I mean, it's a international company, so we've got a lot of reach, but we've got that local knowledge because we live here and we work here. So we focus on the Antelope Valley.
So when we put this video up, then help me with a couple of SEOs or search items. So
Absolutely.
when people are in LA or Manhattan or wherever they are, your video pops up and they go, I want to call those guys.
Yes, we can definitely make that happen.
So you told me a little bit about how you got started. How did you decide to get into real estate?
Well, like I mentioned, I came from a finance background and I'm a numbers person. Commercial real estate, it is very unemotional. It is black and white. It's a business decision. And I'm a number girl. I love that. It's not, oh, you're fantasizing about making Thanksgiving dinner in this kitchen. It's, does this work for my business? So I was drawn to that because I'm a numbers person. My finance background helps. But there's also a personal satisfaction that comes from it when you're driving down the street and you see the sign go up for that business that just opened their first store, or that tax office that just bought their first building. You know, so there is some sentiment that you get kind of after the fact when you see you're driving your kids to school in the morning and you go, I sold that building, or, you know, I got to partner with them to bring their home-based business to reality. So it was a draw for me, for sure.
It's numbers, but then again, it's nice to win.
It is.
It's nice
Absolutely.
to have results.
It is. It's a good mix, and it is a reminder of, you know, keep doing what you're doing because it has a positive impact on local businesses, and that's what I want to see. I mean, when things rise, we all rise together, and so to get to be a part, even in a small way, of those transactions for those businesses, it's pretty cool.
So how is business right now?
Commercial real estate is great. Bottom line, things are strong. We've essentially recovered from the recession. Market values are high. Vacancy is decreasing. Lease rates are strong for landlords, but they're fair for tenants as well. We are the most affordable area in LA County for commercial real estate, so we've got a huge attraction for outside investment. The other thing, though, is that the market has changed a lot post-recession. You have seen the shift in big box retail. You've seen shared workspace. You've seen mobile offices. So for us, understanding our local market, understanding that shift in how businesses operate and kind of doing more with less is the mentality lately. That's impacted our local market a lot. And so it's important that we educate our clients, not just on market values and that things are great, but what has happened to your industry and how is that going to affect you moving forward in your industrial purchase.
So mom and pop operations, how does the Valley support mom and pop, owners, small businesses? Is that working, or is that a...
It is. Fortunately, we have organizations like Board of Trade who are fantastic in developing local business. And, we try to do the same. The Antelope Valley was built on small business. We are mom and pop, and so to be able to provide a commercial footprint for these local small businesses for the very first time, or expand them into their next location, that's part of that business development process, and connecting them with Board of Trade and other organizations is important too.
Hey, thank you for being a member of the Lancaster Chamber of Commerce. Mission is to serve the community by encouraging and developing local businesses. How does the work that your office provides align with that?
Yeah, sure. So, we kind of touched on it. Essentially, our mission is the same. If you are not a home-based business, you have a commercial footprint. So arguably the most important business decision you're making is where to lease. where to buy. And so our mission to develop those local businesses, help them find the most suitable space, it's kind of right in line with Board of Trade.
And I'm thinking you will help them not just with the inventory that you have, but wherever they want to locate.
Absolutely. We subscribe to every MLS, every database. I have very close relationships with local brokers and out of the area brokers. So it doesn't have to be my building that you're buying or leasing. I'm happy to put you in somebody else's if it's the right fit for your business.
Yeah, because we'll see you again.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's long-term.
Absolutely.
Contact information for you.
We're on 10th Street West and L6 in Lancaster. You can see our website, cbcvalleyrealty.com. My name is Seffi Toneman. I'm probably the only Seffi you'll meet. You can find
S-E-F-F-I-E.
No E, S-E-F-F-I.
Really?
Seffi. Yeah, it's more simple than that.
I quit calling you Steffi anyway.
I know, no T, everybody. It's not Steffi. You can find me on social media, on our website. It's not hard to do. Come stop by my office, have a cup of coffee with me. Let's talk shop.
Or tea.
Or tea. I like tea.
Yeah, okay.
I'm a tea drinker.
That's good. And what do you do for fun?
Well, me personally, I do yoga.
Mm-hmm.
That's my escape. But most importantly, my kids, my husband, and I, we try to stay involved. We support Grace Resource Center, Children's Center of the Antelope Valley, LPAC Foundation. It's important that in our free time we're giving back to this community. It's given us a lot. We're born and raised here. And so kind of getting around town, supporting where we can, serving where we can. That's what we're doing.
Well, very good. Been talking with Seffi Toneman, and she is a broker associate over at Coldwell Banker Valley Real Estate on 10th West. Proud chamber member. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you so much for having me, Chris.
See you again.
Thank you, everybody.
You bet.